In a time when most of the world was still uncovering the mysteries of matter and energy, one man dared to calculate the future of our planet. He wasn't a billionaire, a president, or a fortune teller. He was a scientist, with a vision larger than life. He saw what others ignored. He warned us when no one was listening. And today, a century has passed, yet his message rings out with increased clarity. His name is Svante Arrhenius. He was a pioneer of modern chemistry, a father of climate science, a Nobel Prize winner. But more than that, he was a man ahead of his time. The first man to predict global warming in the 19th century. Welcome to Awards, where we celebrate the legends who shaped the world, one discovery at a time. Svante August Arrhenius was born on February 19, 1859, in Vik, Sweden, near Uppsala. His father, Svante Gustav Arrhenius, was a land surveyor with a passion for numbers and maps, working under the University of Uppsala. His mother, Carolina Thunberg, was a kind-hearted woman who nurtured his curiosity. Even as a child, Svante amazed everyone. At just 3 years old, he was already teaching himself to read and solve math problems. While other kids played with toys, Svante played with numbers and nature. A true prodigy, his teachers couldn't keep up with his brilliance. They often said, "We teach the class, but Svante teaches himself." At 17, Svante joined the prestigious Uppsala University, but found it too traditional. He later transferred to the Stockholm University College, where he truly flourished under Erik Edlund, a brilliant physicist. He dove into physics, chemistry, and mathematics, connecting the dots like no one before. In 1884, he presented his doctoral thesis, a bold, revolutionary idea that changed chemistry forever. In his thesis, Svante introduced the ionization theory, stating that salts, acids, and bases break into ions when dissolved in water. His theory was met with skepticism. Some scientists even mocked him, but time would prove him right. His work laid the foundation for modern chemistry, changing the way we understand acids, bases, and chemical reactions. In 1903, the world finally recognized his genius when Svante Arrhenius was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. He became the first Swede to win a Nobel in chemistry and one of the first to use science as a global tool for humanity. In 1896, while studying how Earth stays warm, Arrhenius did something no one else dared. He became the first scientist to link carbon dioxide emissions to global warming. Using pencil, paper, and pure genius, he calculated that doubling CO2 levels would increase Earth's temperature, what we now call the greenhouse effect. Yes, he predicted global warming over 100 years ago. His calculations are at the very core of climate science. Over a century ago, he notified the world of the warming planet. According to his math, doubling CO2 would increase global temperature by 5 to 6 degrees Celsius. Today, his voice echoes louder than ever. Now scientists say, he was right. Here, look at modern data. CO2 levels in 1900, approximately 295 parts per million. CO2 levels today, 420 plus parts per million. Global temperature has already risen approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius. Svante wasn't just a scientist, he was a visionary, warning us long before climate change became headline news. Arrhenius's work has been cited in tens of thousands of scientific papers. His greenhouse theory is the cornerstone of the IPCC's climate models used worldwide. In the 21st century, 97% of climate scientists confirm what Arrhenius first proposed. Beyond chemistry, he also worked in immunology, cosmology, and even suggested that life could travel through space, a theory now called panspermia. He helped found the Nobel Institute and served on the Nobel Committee, shaping the very awards our channel honors. Despite his towering intellect, Svante was a warm-hearted father and friend. He married Sophia Rudbeck, a fellow scientist, and had a son, Olaf, who followed in his footsteps. He loved gardening, walking, and reading poetry. He believed that science should serve mankind, not just curiosity or fill libraries. He became friends with the greatest minds of his time, Marie Curie, Albert Einstein, Wilhelm Ostwald, and more. Together, they built the foundations of modern science. After receiving the Nobel Prize, Svante helped establish the Nobel Institute and served on the Nobel Committee for Physics and Chemistry. He promoted peace, progress, and innovation across borders. In his lifetime, he published over 150 papers and several books, educating millions. He passed away on October 2, 1927, in Stockholm. But his ideas? They never died. His name lives on in Arrhenius equation, Arrhenius acid-base theory, and in every chemistry textbook around the globe. Today, Arrhenius is more relevant than ever. As we face climate change, rising temperatures, and global energy crises, we realize how accurate Svante was. From climate action policies to renewable energy strategies, his research fuels our global response to climate change. Universities across the world teach his theories, and environmental groups stand on the shoulders of his insights. Schools, awards, and even craters on the Moon and Mars are named after him. He turned curiosity into clarity and science into survival. He received honorary doctorates from over 20 universities. His name lives on through the Arrhenius equation, a key formula in chemistry, and through institutions like the Arrhenius Laboratory in Stockholm. He was not just a scientist. He was a visionary, a teacher, a global citizen. Over 195 countries now monitor CO2 based on principles he pioneered. His warnings shaped international agreements like the Kyoto Protocol and the Paris Climate Accord. In the classroom, in every climate model, every greenhouse gas chart, every renewable energy plan, there's a piece of Svante Arrhenius. He laid the scientific foundation for saving the Earth itself. We live in a world where the future depends on science, and science still walks the path Svante Arrhenius paved. He turned invisible forces into truths. He brought chemistry and climate together. He didn't just win a Nobel Prize. He gave us the power to understand our planet and protect it. So, the next time you hear the words climate change, remember the man who saw it coming, the man who whispered to the future and gave us a chance to listen. Let his story be a reminder. One mind, one equation, one voice can change the fate of the planet. From a boy in a small Swedish village to a man whose mind touched the stars and saved the Earth, Svante Arrhenius lives in every young scientist who dares to dream. Let's not just admire him, become the kind of thinkers who shape the future. Svante Arrhenius, a name that will forever shine in the sky of science. If you have been inspired by the story of Svante Arrhenius, don't forget to help us spread the word. Share this tribute to the brilliant mind whose wisdom illuminated the world. And tell us in the comments, did you know Svante Arrhenius before? Subscribing to the channel will encourage us. This is Awards, where the world's greatest minds live forever. Don't just watch history, be inspired by it.